Hey guys, it's Paul again for testdriveph. So, look at here. Guess where we are? No, we're not in Japan. No, we're not in somewhere exotic. We're just here in one of my favorite spots here in Halahala, Rizal. Speaking of favorites, beside me is one of my favorite colors. It should be obvious in my branding right now. But anyway, what I have here is the MG GT. So as usual on this video, I'm going to give you an exterior and interior tour of this GT car. Of course, we're going to take it on the highway, drive it in the city, and of course, take it for a long drive. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, like and share this video, and let's start. Starting with the exterior, this MG GT Sport in nuclear yellow clearly has a unique and bold look. We especially love the front fascia. The car looks big and confident. That flaming grille with the MG logo is quite the looker as well. On the side of the car, you see this long and subtle and elegant lines. The car is over 15 feet in length and about 6 feet wide, but honestly it really suits it. These 17-inch wheels also complement the overall design, although we do think it would look better if it had less overhang on the tire arches or the car was a little lower. When you look at the back, there are definitely some resemblance to some European cars. Still, we're a big fan of the rear of the MG GT Sport with this LED taillights. But if you're not a fan of the yellow, the MG GT Sport is also available in colors like red, blue, white, gray and black. You get a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine with 160 PS and 250 Newton meters of torque, coupled with a 7-speed DCT Sportronic with paddle shifters. By the way, this GT Sport can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers in about 8.5 seconds and has this crazy top speed of about 217 kilometers per hour. The good news is, fuel mileage wise, we were able to get around 16 kilometers per liter in the highway and around 10 kilometers per liter in the city. So first impressions pa lang, so I've had this for about maybe a couple of hours now. I've driven it for about almost 80 kilometers now. And one of the things I could say about this is how comfortable it is, how easy it is, how chill the driving experience is. Alright, so nandito tayo sa interior ng MG GT Sport. Now, start tayo dito sa steering wheel. Okay naman yung size niya. Actually, sakto yung size niya. Dito yung sa side na to, this is yung pinaka-importante na yung grips mo. So, iba yung texture from the top and dito sa side. Kasi usually, syempre, nandito yung kamay mo. You also have a little bit of flat bottom steering wheel here. Dito sa kaliwa, you have your multimedia controls. Check natin yung horn. Okay. Sounds okay. And dito sa right is your controls for your instrument cluster. Tapos itong button na to, this is for customization. You can customize this to, you can choose for whatever tool that you can choose and set up dito sa infotainment. And then in front of you is this 12.3-inch na instrument cluster. Now, sa display naman, dun sa gitna, it's actually 7-inch where you have controls like, for example, yan, meron ka nung even your 0 to 60 time, acceleration timing there. And then yung current journey mo, yung distance, time. Then tire pressure monitoring system, fuel consumption, and many more. Tapos AC wise naman, no, malamig naman siya. Itong sasakyan na to is actually wala siyang tune. So okay naman, hindi naman siya mainit. So ito guys naman yung sa transmission mo. So this is your transmission lever. Tapos of course your indicators for your transmission. Now this is a dual clutch transmission. Tapos ito naman, this is your front cup holders. Na-move on naman tayo dito sa materials ng MG GT Sport, no? Now, majority is actually plastic. So medyo may ibang design lang, like for example itong pattern here. But pretty much everything, ito siguro may konting leather here and also here. But basically it's hard plastic. So visor check tayo ha. Yun, may ilaw. Very important. And then this is where you hide, usually where you hide your glasses and cards and stuff. Yan, this is your controls for your, this is your indicator light para kapag naka-on. And then, by the way, this has a electronic sunroof. Although yung cover niya is manual. So you slide that out. Then this is how you open the sunroof. So dito naman sa center stack is your, this is a place for you to put in your phone, for example. Unfortunately, that's not a wireless charger. Usually dito mo ilalagay yung keys mo, and then meron kang USB on the left and the right. Sa middle, meron ka namang 12-volt socket. Dito naman you have this is where you can put maybe a cup little stuff. Medyo sayang, dapat sana hollow itong part na to. That would have been nice para you can put in other stuff. And then, syempre may space pa dito, which you can put stuff in there. Then, kung mapapansin nyo guys, iba yung design ng dashboard versus, or basically yung design ng interior doon sa exterior. So, for me, exterior, very smooth, you know, very curvy, very sort of elegant. Dito naman sa interior, it's, I think that the word for it is very driver focused na. Kung makikita nyo, naka-turn siya towards the driver. Then AC controls naman. Ito, for example, if you want to adjust it, you just press this. Then it's a little slow to respond, pero okay naman na siya. I don't have any issue with that. And then, so pipindutin mo yung itong AC controls. Then this is where you adjust your temperatures, yung fan speed mo. Then kung pumunta tayo sa home, so meron tong Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Works really nice. Although this is wired, meron ka na rin Bluetooth. Tapos you have other controls here, like for example para dun sa kotse mismo. This is where your driver assist settings are. Yan, meron siyang lane departure warning. And then dito mo adjust yung driving dynamics. So you can go with eco driving, meron siyang stability control, and then dito mo ma-adjust yung body stability control niya, which is either normal or sport. Now, basically ito yung changes na that you can use is, for example, sa steering wheel is you can change it from urban, normal, dynamic. Mas gusto ko yung dynamic kasi it does adjust na yung weight niya. For example, if you're driving really fast, medyo bibigat siya. Pag halimbawa, magpa-park ka naman, mas magaan siya. So that's really nice. When it comes to space and practicality, the MG GT Sport has a ton of space for rear passengers. It also has a huge trunk of more than 400 liters. The only problem is it doesn't have a rear armrest for the passengers, and you can only fold the rear seat in one piece and not 60-40. Finally, when it comes to safety, the MG GT Sport has ABS, an electronic parking brake with auto-hold function, electronic brake distribution, stability program, lane departure warning, forward collision control, an intelligent high beam control, and of course you have rear parking sensors and a 360-degree camera. You know, one of the things that I've noticed with this MG GT is how comfortable, and it kind of forces you to drive in a certain way and even sit in a certain way. Like for example, I cannot move the steering wheel forward and back. It can only adjust up and down. So at first it takes a little while to get comfortable with this seating, because I'm so used to sitting a little bit closer to the steering wheel. My hands aren't that extended as they are now. But after a while, you get used to it. And this whole experience of the MG GT, especially with long drives like this, it sort of makes sense because all you need to do is just chill. And the driving characteristics is exactly the same, and it really suits it. This sort of position that I'm in now is just chill. And also the throttle is actually quite deep. If you want a lot of power, you have to really extend your legs and really press down on the power. Then there's actually a lovely sound when you really floor it. The engine actually sounds really nice. As you can see, if you floor it, it's got plenty of power. I love the weight of the steering wheel. Also, you're getting a lot of attention with this sort of color. Handling wise, because of the ride height and suspension setup of the MG GT Sport, it does show its size and weight in the corners. The car is really more suited to a more relaxed style of driving, but with enough grunt to make it fun. The ride is almost like a buttery smooth. It's kind of eerie at first because, you know, I tried the GAC MPOW and I thought that ride was, you know, very comfortable, but this is even better. It just suits the sort of driving style that you sort of have to adapt in order to really enjoy this. And there you have it, guys, my review of the MG GT Sport. So what do I think about it? I think the word GT or Grand Tourer is perfect for this car. It covers distances like nothing else. It's a chilled, super relaxing but very quick car. It's also very spacious for the family. It's not perfect, and there's definitely a lot of room for improvement. But for me, the most important thing is this car shows that MG, even with its Chinese manufacturer roots, the GT Sport shows that the MG brand is in good hands. So that's it for me. This is Paul again for Test Drive PH. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.